Hi all, this is Simona Rich. I'm so tired. It's not even late now, it's probably 4:30, but I'm so tired because I did so many things in one day, and that's why I wasn't able to update you for longer than I usually do, but because of what I'm going through, it's not possible to now update as frequently, but I will try as best as I can. Today I went with my mom to the airport because she was leaving, but I wasn't allowed in because of COVID, so I just said goodbye near the airport door, and then she left, so she's now waiting for her flight. You cannot imagine how expensive it was for her to come. It cost around £400 for her to come to Lithuania. Oh, actually more, £500 to come to Lithuania from UK and back. And for my brother it cost even more, around £600. So because of COVID now, companies are profiting so much from people because they have to do tests from their own income, so those tests are not free, and you have to provide supporting documents in case they ask why you're going to that or this country. So we are totally controlled now. I'm totally against that. If I would have to go somewhere, if there's no vaccine requirement, then I may take the test if I have to go. Otherwise I will not go, because it's very likely that now they will have the vaccine passports. Countries will require vaccine passports to enter in. So like conspiracy theories told for ages this will happen, this is now happening, and it just goes over the head of those people who don't know anything about such conspiracies, so to speak, theories. So everything is coming true what it was predicted. So I'm against vaccines. I'm not going to take them, and that means I may not actually be able to travel, but that's what the video is about, what to do if you can't travel. Because for me, I already traveled for so many years, but some people, they just wanted to start their travels and now they aren't able to. And those who are against vaccines, they may not travel to other countries at all. So in this video, I'm going to tell what to do about it, and hopefully this will inspire some people. So because I traveled for so many years, so I started traveling, I guess, when I left Lithuania for England. I stayed there for a few years, and then I really started traveling at around the age of 21. So I was traveling for 13 years now. And what it becomes obvious when you travel to many countries over a long period of time is that every country has some problems. There is no ideal country, and this can be such a good thing to know if you can't travel, because it's so usual to think that the grass is greener elsewhere and think that your country is horrible whilst other countries are good, but that's not true. Even if you go to the most beautiful country, tropical country, some island, there will still be problems, just different kinds of problems, but every country has their good and bad sides. So for example, if you stay near the beach all the time in some tropical country, there will be mosquito problem, there will be snakes, there will be annoying big bugs, and some people can't have peaceful time because of that. Mosquitoes can be vicious in tropical countries, big ones. And then usually what I found is that on islands or really beautiful tourism countries where days are warm and it's always sunny, people are just so lazy, they do nothing, they are just sleeping, and it's just that environment. You can't stay there a long time because it's kind of it makes you unproductive, and it's good to relax there, but then to live there you would probably become as lazy as them. So it's like, and there are also in such countries, usually they are not developed because they preserve their natural beauty. So kind of the mindset of people are kind of village-like. So there are rumors, people talk behind their backs, there are dramas, and obviously most people who are already past those kinds of things would not want to get involved with people as such. So even though country can be very beautiful, there will be also equally as bad things as in your own country, but the problems will be different. And people from countries that are, for example, really cold and life is hard, you may find people whose characters are very firm, very people with high morals and really reliable, good friends. So they are kind of like in my country, and life can be hard and it's often cold, but you can find people who are very good, reliable, very different from countries where everything is always, sun is always shining and life is easier, but then you get people who are lazier, more fickle. That's what I've noticed traveling, that kind of the climates affect how people are, for sure. And of course in my country there are many toxic people as well. So it means that some people are, the character has become really good because of the difficulties, and they become moral, very reliable, and just really good friends. And while some people become bitter because of the difficulties in life. So every country has its good and bad sides. There's no ideal country. And I had this time where in India, in South India, which is so beautiful, I was just relaxing by the beach all the time with laptop. But then it becomes monotonous and you want something else. So it looks like, if you would go to some island to work on the laptop, you will not want anything at all. You would just spend your days by the beach. But it's not we are not like this. We need balance. So we need time for relaxation, and then there's time for activity. And sometimes in such countries there is no real mental activity, for example. It's just relaxation. So no country is ideal. Every country has its good and bad sides. And also the good thing is that we are not these bodies. We just wear these bodies whilst they last. And if you do mindfulness practices, if you do some yogic exercises, meditation, then you may find, and also vegetarian food actually helps. So if you want to stay grounded, meat is really good, and I needed meat a lot at one point of my spiritual development because I was getting too ungrounded. But if you just, for example, eat vegetables and you do yogic practices, then you will find that the body no longer doesn't look so real anymore, because you are separating there is a physical body and then there is astral body, and they start separating. Even mental body, all of them, they start separating from one another. So if you're really grounded in this life, eating meat, not interested in spirituality, then those physical, mental, and astral bodies remain very tightly knit. So you are then like everyone else, not aware spiritually. But when they start separating, then you will find that you can easily astrally travel, and then you will understand you are not this body. Sometimes you will, for example, I remember in India, I was with my friend and we were in a cafe, and then we finished eating. And then I found myself observing our conversation. The body was talking to that lady, but I was up observing it. So that's what happens when you practice mindfulness, and also if you eat vegetarian food. those bodies that we have start separating, mental, astral, physical, and then you understand you're not this body, and then your astral body can travel even though your physical body cannot. And this is enough for and this could be easier, because if the body is sick or old, it could be difficult to drag it to one country or to another, but astral body is swift, it can travel anywhere. So I remember when was it, maybe 2 years ago, I left India. Yes, probably maybe a year and a half ago. And I left India to stay in my hut on my land. And then I started missing India so much, and I wished for me to be in India now, and I kept thinking about it, and I love Trivandrum city. I don't know, I have some connection to that city, and I was longing to be there. And then at night I woke up, morning time, I was having a dream, and then I woke up, and then my body was awake, but my astral body was still in Trivandrum, taking a rickshaw through my favorite turn. There is a street turn that I just absolutely love. It's so beautiful. And I was there, the astral body was there taking that ride in a rickshaw, whilst my body was in bed in Lithuania. And then it took some time for my astral body to come back, and then I understood, okay, now I'm here. But I was aware of two facts, that my body was in Lithuania whilst the astral body was in India. And if you do mindfulness practices, you will know where the astral body travels. Not always, I not always knew that, but yes, there were instances that I knew where my astral body was traveling. So you may also be able to do this if you do mindfulness practices. If you want to go somewhere, the astral body will go there. Actually, even if you're not spiritually practicing anything, if you want to go somewhere, it's very likely that when you sleep, astral body will go there, but you will probably not remember. But all our desires somehow manifest, and sometimes it's in astral realm. And anyway, everything in this world is not true. So astral experiences then are as valid as physical experiences, and actually physical body is not as sensitive as astral body, and astral body can go through so many more experiences, and it can experience things so much more deeply than the physical body. So this is another way what to do if we can't travel. If you are against vaccines like I am and we are unable to travel, we can still travel, because we're not imprisoned in these bodies. We are spiritual beings having this earthly experience. And if we really understand that we are spiritual beings and do some practices, then we can travel astrally wherever we want. So these are all the things that I wanted to share. Actually, I should tell also that as I told, my mother left for UK today. Yesterday my brother left for the UK, and he almost was denied flight. He always have difficulties with flights. He has malefics in Sagittarius. I guess that's the reason. And yesterday the reason why he almost was denied flight was because he didn't have 2 UK tests, COVID tests booked. So that is so ridiculous. Now they have to, once people come to the UK, they have to isolate for 10 days, and of course they have to take a test before flying. And then when they want to fly back to the UK, they have to book 2 tests to do at home, and they will also have to self-isolate for 10 or 14 days, I don't remember. So the whole trip is so expensive. Thanks God my brother was still allowed to fly. Well, he had to pay for the tests in the airport. And you may know that now I have a dog. I don't know if you will see him. Yes. Leo, Leo, Leo. I can't take him on my hands because he's 8 years and sometimes he doesn't feel comfortable when I take him. I don't think that previous owner took him on hands. I really wanted a dog whom I could carry, but actually he is small, but he's quite heavy. But I take him on hands when he gets tired because I walk a lot and sometimes I want to walk long time with a dog, but I know if there are many steps he will get tired, so then I take him on my hands, then he's fine with that. And he wasn't used to brushing because probably that other owner didn't brush him. And I changed his name actually. His name was so stupid. So I changed it to Leo, and now as you can see he responds to it. So because the owner wasn't brushing him, I had to get him used to it, and also to taking a shower because that dog probably wasn't washed either. This is so sad. People have dogs at home and they do nothing about, you know, grooming them. So he used to, how to say in English? Growl, I guess that's the word. When I was trying to either brush or wash him. But now I talked to my mom and she said you have to show that you're an alpha person, so to speak, so that he wouldn't do what he wants, but you are in charge. So I actually had to take him on a leash, although he was resisting, attach the leash in the shower and just wash him like this. And at first he was growling and he was really unhappy, but now he got used to it and now he doesn't growl. It's not that he enjoys it, no, it's not the case, but at least he's not growling. So I'm so happy that I'm able to slowly train him, and then I give him a treat and then he's as happy as he was before taking a shower or having, you know, me brushing him. So I'm so happy that slowly I'm training this dog, but again his age is 8 years old, so it's not like a small dog where you can train him as, you know, the way that you want. But I'm happy with the progress, and it's such a sweet dog. It's so cute. It really is attached to me already, although I took him just a few days ago from the shelter, but he's really attached, and I think I made the right choice. He's a really good dog. He just needs some training. Unfortunately, he didn't get it at home. So that's all from me. I have so many things to do, and I got 2 of my teeth fixed because when I went to that, now I have free healthcare, so when I went to the doctors, one tooth will have to be removed. One wisdom tooth, it wasn't properly formed anyway, so that will have to go, but I have an appointment for it a few weeks later because it's a complicated removal, tooth extraction, so that particular doctor couldn't do it, that particular dentist couldn't do it. But then she fixed 2 of my other teeth, and she said the third one also is good to fix because there is a cavity, and although it's small, it's best to fix it now. And she's a nice doctor, so I'm going to get that fixed also in a few weeks time. So that's great because I haven't gone to dentist for such a long time, but I love sweets, and because of that my teeth have some cavities, so hopefully I'm going to fix all of this. And now I have only 1 month left in this apartment, and after that I'm going to leave to my land, and finally I will show you what's growing on my windowsill, and I'm going to take all these things to my land, of course, once I'm moving. So I'm going to show it to you now. I will show you also the dog. Leo, this is my dog. Leo. Look at his teeth. It's so fun. Now I'll show you what's on my windowsill. So this is the rose that I bought before. Now it's really big, but I will have to cut it because it doesn't grow nicely. It grows out of shape, but I just want to see the petals. I want to see the flowers, so that's why I'm not doing anything to them. And once these are finished flowering, I'm going to cut and shape this rose. This is the new addition. I bought this rose, I couldn't resist, and I bought the vase also for it. It's such a beautiful rose. It's totally white and it's with dark leaves. I found it so beautiful, so I bought it. And this rose has many different colored petals. And now the seedlings. So I put some leaves that I cut from the rose, just a little bit as a mulch. And this is the tomato. This is the tomato plant. I think it needs more water. I did put water yesterday, but I will put more. This is Brussels sprout. I love Brussels sprouts, so I hope it will grow well. This is another tomato plant. This is beetroot, and again I put some paper. It's just a cardboard. Again, it can serve as mulch, but I didn't have much, so I just put this much. This is also beetroot, and these are wild strawberries. They're growing really well, and many of them. This is a big one. Wild strawberries. This is how is it called in English? I forgot the name. I will find it. It's really good companion plant. This is a flower. It's good to plant them near any kind of vegetable. I can't believe I forgot the name. This is that other flower, the same. This is another tomato. This is that flower, but for some reason this one is not growing. And these are the same flowers. These are poppy seeds. And I removed some of them because there were too many. And then I thought actually poppy seeds sometimes are planted as grass. So I shouldn't have removed those seedlings, but I did, and I left just a few. And this is also beetroot, and these are onions, and this is that the kalanche or something like this, that African flower, and it's very big now. It stopped. Now the flowers are dry, but it's growing really well. And I also bought some more onion seedlings, white, red and yellow, because I love onions. So these are all the things that I have to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Take care.